Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Kaba Ilco profile cylinder is what this is. Kaba Ilco has a neat little footprint of some profile cylinders, meaning they've got the common ones in lots of different keyways, and they're really nice quality profile cylinders, all solid brass, which is a hallmark of Kaba Ilco products. And why people buy Kaba Ilco profile cylinders is because they have a house or they've built a house and they've got swinging or sliding doors that have profile cylinders in them, and they just can't get it in the right keyway. You might have Schlage or Baldwin locks on the front of the house, or Omnia, and then your sliding door has a quickset keyway. Well, you change out the quickset profile cylinder for a Schlage keyway like this one happens to be, or the other way around. You've got it's uncommon, but you might have a Schlage in the sliding door, and you've got quickset Titan locks. Who knows? Whatever the case is. The 53225 is what this is. Let's dissect the part number. 53225, and there is a chart below showing how we arrive at all of these part numbers, and what that reference is to, and what it means is that it is a 5-pin cylinder, that the cylinder plug is, first of all, it's double cylinder, and that it's drilled for 5 pins on both sides. The original look-alike key blank is cut 5. Okay. Then moving forward, so it means it's double cylinder and that it's 5-pin. Moving forward, you've got the 2 letters. SC stands for Schlage C keyway. And there's a milling profile that you can see below this video that shows what that looks like. SE, SF, SX, E keyway, F keyway, or a composite keyway from Schlage. CD is going to be a Corbin Russwin. KS, Quickset, WA might be Wiser, is what I believe it to be. Let's clarify that. WA, pardon, well, no, don't think that that's it. Stand by, I'm going to pause this video and get that answer. And yes, WA is Wiser. There is a chart down here below that shows the WA is Wiser. The CD I said was Corbin. Yep, it's a common Corbin keyway. So you can get these profile cylinders in a lot of different keyways that might very likely be exactly what you need. And quite honestly, it's difficult to source a profile cylinder in other keyways. Also buried or inferred in the part number are its physical dimensions. Crucial to know when you are comparing it against what you already have, because there are different sizes and there can be a variety of sizes. The A dimension that you can see is 28 millimeter. The C dimension is 28 millimeter. And then the B dimension is 10 millimeter. That's important to know. And all that is inferred in the part number. So that part number gives you the length of gives you double cylinder, length of the cylinder itself, gives you the quantity of pins that it's drilled and pinned for, etc. Okay. Available in a 26D finish, which is this, satin chrome. You can also get it in 04 finish, which would be satin brass, and an 03 finish, which is polished brass. These are repinnable. You can rekey them, and that is really one of the reasons that that people will buy these. They're not difficult to pin, they just are more time consuming to key, because you remove the top caps, which are basically set screws, and pull the springs out, remove the driver pins and then the bottom pins. And the way that locks are keyed is that you need to be able to visually see the bottom pin as it sits in the cylinder plug compared to the shear line of the cylinder plug. All the gobbledygook aside, there's some guesswork, and so you have to I have to pin these one chamber at a time and carefully test them before you know that you get it smooth and correct. They're rekeyable is the answer. They're just a little bit more work than I wish they were. From Kaba Ilco, you can also get a single cylinder, which would have a thumb turn on the inside, key on the outside. You can get a half cylinder that is fairly common, where the door does not have any key access from the outside, which would be a thumb turn on the inside. Then you can get the same item with a key on the inside. So no outside access, and your exiting access is controlled by a key maybe not smart for emergency egress sorts of conditions, but if you have glass in the door, you know, you can't just reach around and open up the lock if you're trying to break in. This material generally has a long lead time, so account for that, and it's because they're generally made to order, and without knowing the facts, I would assume that Kaba or that Ilco compiles orders, and then they will go into manufacturing, say, once a week or whatever the case might be, so that they can gain utility there, and you know, in the efficiencies in the manufacturing process. But those lead times are generally long. They can accommodate custom sizes as well, and there is a reference to that in the extended description below this video. And they list, you know, the fact that they can make them custom up to 4 3/8 overall length as a maximum. And then there are different price points depending on the quantity. So customs can be done for you. They can be ordered as key-to-like as well. That's no problem. Keying can be done. Feel free to reach out to us and we can help you with that, but they're generally just simply you know, randomly keyed cylinders, or not, you know, intentionally key-to-like. They're generally a standard key different, or KD, and that is where you will see that in the part number. Okay, so KD, they can be done key-to-like, not a problem. Custom finishes can be done as well. They're going to need, you know, to quote that most likely, so reach out if you're looking for bronze or maybe oil rubbed. But the truth of the matter is you see very little of it, and satin brass complements those other finishes quite well anyway. Now there's one thing that we've not talked about, which is in the extended description, is the cam location. And the way that I'm showing or presenting it to you is the same way that it looks in the drawing. 2 o'clock is the standard cam location. I have not, at least to my that I can recall, have had these manufactured with a different position for the cam, so that 2 o'clock is inferred as standard, but it can be built otherwise. Okay, not an issue with that at all. But again, lead time, I've never known these to come in quickly, and the standard lead time they do list as 6 weeks, and I find that to be fairly accurate. If you have any questions on the Kaba Ilco 53225 SC-26D-KD double cylinder profile cylinder, or any other Kaba Ilco product, please feel free to reach out to us. These do include a screw, and that is going to be obvious and apparent when you're removing the existing lock. There's just one screw. When you unthread that and pull it out, you'll be able to gently tap this out. You will certainly have to position the cam down into the 0 position, or the 12 o'clock position, to get that out of the way, and then you'll be able to carefully push it out. Not really much to worry about. There's no real moving parts inside of the lock. It's a high quality lock because of, like I had mentioned earlier, there's solid brass construction, and that allows for very tight machining tolerances, which in my experience, when you rekey Kaba Ilco cylinders, you come to, you know, prefer them, because the key work can be done so smoothly and so nicely because of those tight machining tolerances, where a pin that's just 300 thousandths of an inch different will keep the lock from working properly because it's not the right size pin. Okay, so that's why there's guesswork involved when you're pinning it, because of those tight machining tolerances. Will make for a very long-lasting cylinder, a cylinder that will last at least as long as the door. Again, any questions on the Kaba Ilco 53225 SC-26D-KD, or any other Kaba Ilco product, whose full-line catalog you can pull up from below this video to the manufacturer's page and link to it there. Please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.